Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We look at the Celtics. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position.
And I think for Boston, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And Bernie Simons out there at White. And it's Williams at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the 3.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Oh, here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Randall. Count it from 12. Randall's got 5 now.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. Again, Simons missing. There's McDaniels, and again it's Minnesota.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Simons against DiVincenzo. Brown outside. Boston again missing.
KYT. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Tatum. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be.
Yeah, tough start, 0 for 4. Just relax a little bit.
Now here's DiVincenzo after Jaylen Brown's miss. DiVincenzo with the screen on Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Celtics have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. And Doris, we saw something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond, let's remember his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Last time out, he had 13 points. Out to Edwards. Sinks the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Simons. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. Williams with the block. Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one good for two.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. McDaniels outside. Randall from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Randall's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
And here is Tatum. Oh!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And here is DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Edwards, no good. Here's Tatum. Here's Williams. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin?
Chasm bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Here's Randall. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength. One that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it. Making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Doris, as we get deeper into this schedule now, the NBA picture is starting to develop.
Kev, I love it because the intensity around the league is starting to tick up just a notch. You've got the teams that are very much hitting their stride and the others that are still trying to figure out, hey, what's working for us and what isn't working for us.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Detroit. And it's Hauser in the corner. Richard finds Hauser. Trains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley against Richard. Now, here's Ingles. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. Bones Highland is checked in for Miller. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Highland. 8-point game. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Pritchard passes to Keita. The shot bounces high off the rim and drops.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Conley kicks to Ingles. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shannon's checked in. Off the inbound, and it's good on the way in.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Gonzalez. Here's Hauser, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's Shannon. It's deflected. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's just a 3-point Timberwolves lead. Pass to Shannon. To the left wing. Clark for 3. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. That ties the game. Hauser's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Minnesota with the ball. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. Here's Conley. Clark with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's Pritchard. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Clark is out there with Conley. And it's Ingles in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
Conley with it. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Dory.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
It's Brown with the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Celtics leading by 7. Stolen by Conley. Here's Randall. 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboard. What a complete game for this guy.
Gobert with a screen on Boucher. Three-pointer, Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
It's good. Boucher's got his first bucket in this one.
We talk often about Chris Boucher's length. Well, right there, you see him use it to track down that offensive rebound.
Now, Ingles. Hopping on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That's a 2 from Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
To the wing on the left. Launches it. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
So it's the Celtics now. Brown outside. Back to Pritchard. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Randall's got 15 points.
Now, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Here's Pritchard. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Celtics lead by 8.
This guy can really make it happen from the mid-range.
Edwards against Brown. Steps back and fires. Boucher with the rebound. Boston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Brown. The layup off target. The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Randall finds Gobert. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. Outside Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Edwards passes to Clark. And here is Conley. This one for 3. No good from Clark. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
My goodness, the ability to adjust to defenders all around him makes Jason Tatum special. That's big-time hoops, folks.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. Randall a screen on Pritchard. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Boucher finds Tatum. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Pritchard. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And going up against the Pelicans, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Boston making a switch here. Einard's checked in. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Number 1, the Celtics. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Reed kicks to Gobert. There's 1:59 left now here in the second. They get a hand on it. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks chills.
White, good.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Tatum, then jammed down as he goes right over Naz Reid.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tatum on the wing. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Celtics leading by 6. Outside, Simon. Now White. It's White on the wing. Simons the pass to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Oh, big-time answer from Derek White. The 3 is on point.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 9. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
To put it simply, they're getting decimated on the boards.
Well, I wouldn't call decimated simple because I can't spell it. But what about whooped or punked?
Okay, a semantic takedown by the big fella. And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
A look here now at Minnesota. It's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Williams is out there with Tatum, and it's Simons in at the point.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And the basket by Edwards.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Mind the legs. Mind the legs. One shot.
That one misses for Randall. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot. Jaylen Brown.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it back. Randall on the follow.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's Brown on the wing. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 7. Randall surveying the D. And Randall throws it down.
Julius Randall, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And now look at Jason Tatum here. His last 10 games have been exceptional. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And back to your point, he's 2nd in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. It's the three-point bomb.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Randall kicks to Edwards. McDaniels against Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Then jammed down as he goes right over Naz Reid.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. DiVincenzo.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Brown, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
That doesn't go either for Brown. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Randall kicks to Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Back to Randall. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. And now just a 3-point Celtic lead. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here is Brown. 16 points for him. Pass to Williams. DiVincenzo against Simons. That one goes. Counted. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good work inside by DiVincenzo. That's where his athleticism allows him to score.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. Brown the pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Randall. And now Minnesota on the fast break. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And a breakdown here, guys. The Hunter stats for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Pritchard. And here's Tatum for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 21.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Out to Edwards. Edwards with his own 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pritchard with the ball. Offside Tatum. Williams finds White. Back to Williams. A 3 from Tatum. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. So it's the Timberwolves now. No scoring in this one. Pass to Edwards. Over White. And again, it's Minnesota converting. For Boston, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. There's the 3. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. And he makes good on the layup. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Gobert finds Ingles. Back to Edwards. They set the screen. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Hauser. Sends it from downtown. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 at 6. Edwards kicks to Ingles. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Gillingham's checked in for Edwards. Now here is Conley. Still without a basket. And the shot is good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Hauser. Over Clark. And it's Boston with another.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley dishes to Ingles. Gobert the pass to Clark. Gobert with a screen on Pritchard. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Outside Gonzalez. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
From deep Ingles. And no good. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Celtics out in front. They lead by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Conley out there with Clark, and it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. He gets it in there. Randall's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Celtics leading by 5. Brown outside. Shot from free throw range, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Randall outside. Gobert the screen. Randall down low. Can't hit from in close.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's Clark with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Connects from three-point range.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Here's Pritchard. Brown feeling out of it. Over Clark. Brown gets it done inside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Gobert in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Tatum, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Outside Tatum. From past the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebounded by Hauser.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Bounce pass Conley. Conley with the screen on Tatum. Randall is doubled. Pass to Clark. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Brown. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Minot. Back to Hauser. This ball movement by Boston. Drills the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Great open look there. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Pritchard, Gobert with the block.
Learn the lesson quickly, folks. Do not test Rudy Gobert.
Clark into the lane, and Clark slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Conley kicks to Clark. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pritchard from outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Randall passes to Edwards. And down goes the 3.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Sam Hauser. White. And the layup is off.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out. Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Celtics leading by 8. Here's White. The response triple answers back.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Edwards fending off the contact.
Well, Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
Now Williams. Tatum misses the 3. Now Randall. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Boy, you love to see McDaniels set up a teammate and make the game easy.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. Knocks down the 3.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Now Reid. And they come back with a 3 of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And this is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Left side, Edwards. .121 left here in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. DiVincenzo takes advantage. That J is good.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Celtics.
Look at the number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking to
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Mason Nolan.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They trail by 11. Highland. Crane from outside.
They might have lost track of the situation, but that's a technical foul.
A technical foul has been called on the Celtics.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
I think one of the first things that strikes you about Bones Highland is his confidence. This guy believes he is a very capable offensive player.
Minnesota calls timeout. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gonzalez against Edwards. Reed trying again, and down goes the layup.
Absolute monster of a delivery from Naz Reid. Big time bucket.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First team foul.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
2 shots. Pritchard.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
These trips to the foul line are how you protect a lead and grow it. Got to knock these in.
From deep, and here's the 3. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Edwards fires, connects again from distance, buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Misses the deep 3. So we see Boston get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.